Hello. Uh-huh. Thank you.
I see you working hard to bring Telesis to Sandrock, which is wise and noble. Care to join me in tending to the garden for a while? It won't take long. The people here simply don't understand how important the light is. And to keep the light, we have to maintain the earth. You know how to tend a garden, right? Gardening is not just for the eyes, but for the soul. I expected you would understand. You're a bright one. I wish Burgess could take after you. He is very attentive, but naive. I fear he could easily falter with the wrong influence. I know you have an understanding of planting at the least. Here, take these seeds and help me plant some flowers. First, as with society, we must root out the weeds. Let's start with these ones here. Very good. I speak often of duty to the light, but also to oneself and society. The Sandrock citizens have an interesting interpretation of that. All this yak boy talk, gunslinging, and wayward behavior, it's at odds with what I believe. Now, I understand that there's always that bit of nuance in everything. But in this fleeting world of ours, we have to hold on to something. For me, that's having an orderly society with actual rules that don't bend. A capricious society was what got the old world into trouble. I'm afraid the mayor and the minister are continuing Sandrock's hodgepodge development that led it to its current state in the first place. It's futile. You hold great optimism. That is an admirable thing. With the weeds gone, now we can plant. Excellent. You are a deft hand at this. Sometimes we must question, are we the weeds or are we the flowers? To maintain a delightful and healthy garden, we must tear out the weeds to replace them with something beautiful. Now come, we must also tend to the other side. First the weeds. The age of corruption. Do you know much of it? Exactly. The name is fitting. The world back then had technological supremacy. Disease, ailment, hunger. Issues we face daily did not exist. So how did such a society fall? Hubris? No. It was not hubris. It was the disorganization. A divided world that caused the day of calamity. This is where my philosophy differs a bit from that of the Church. I believe that high technology has nothing to do with if we'll go down the same path as our ancestors. Our current level of scientific know-how is more than enough to kill us all. What we need is a guiding hand. That's why the Church is so critical. We must maintain a constant vigil to ward against this disorderliness. Shine the light, so to speak. That is my duty. Another round of seeds? Very good. You have done the Church a service, Builder. Thank you. Look at that. Isn't that much better? Those dirty, disgusting weeds replaced with these beautiful seeds. Seeds which will grow into a new and brilliant garden. Keep in mind what I've said today, Builder. Are you a flower or a weed? Here, please take these with you. Let their growth remind you of what it takes to maintain a healthy society.
Howdy there. Rise and shine? Ready for your surprise? I just wanted to say, even though we didn't find much poking around Logan's old homestead, well, you believed when almost no one else did. So, thanks, partner. But kind words ain't worth gills on a cat, so I did you one better and brought you this here baby Yakmel. His name is Doodles. But I reckon you could name him something else if you wanted, 'cause he ain't quite learned it yet. With Doodles, you could get started with your very own ranch. Hear that, Doodles? You found a new and loving home. Hooray! Yeehaw! Oh, but shucks. You ain't got a barn, do ya? You can't take care of any animals if you don't have a barn. Maybe you'd like for me to explain a thing or two about raising animals? If you want to raise small animals, you gotta come over to my ranch shop and choose what you like, either a calf or a chicken. Once you done bought it, it'll be delivered right away. But wait, you ain't built a barn yet? You know, different animals need all sorts of different places to live. Rabbits like a hutch, Yakmel need a barn. You gotta have the right home for 'em if you want 'em to live with ya. If there's no barn, your Yakmel ain't gonna wanna come live with ya. Just go see Haiti and get her to fix you up. You know, it was her construction junction that helped us build our stables. Oh, and when you get your little animals running about at home, remember to feed them their favorite food and play with them. If they're in a good mood, they'll grow up so quick and healthy. Well, I reckon that about sums it up. I better be getting gone. I'm sure you and Doodles are gonna be right as rain, and I just know you're gonna take real good care of him. Or else. So long, partner. Thanks for all your help.